Okay. Hue shifts. Why not? Alright, first thing you want to do, find your FX layer by clicking this. Usually it's in playable layers. Just drag this here or on your avatar. Doesn't matter. You'll have this up. Go into your animation, which if you don't have it here, you go up here to window, animation, animation, and it'll pop up with a window. I just drag it down here for ease of access. And we are going to create a new clip. Just call it Hue Shift. Boom. I'm gonna hit record. Oh, not yet. We have to open these up. Got a lot of materials here. We have to unlock. Gotta be honest, it's not too complicated to set this up. Oh, this one's not locked. Record. Usually just either color adjust. You have a hue shift slider here, as you can tell. So you could do that. You have for emissions, the solves, the math caps, everything that has a hue shift slider, you can realistically put it in here. So just for this example, we're just going to do the hair here, which has an emission, as you can tell, and the base hair color. So we're going to have this one at 0, then we're going to make it just one frame and put it to max. This one and this one. As you can tell now, it just does a little 0 to 1. If you want, it doesn't really matter. You can just grab all these and put it here. At least you can tell like what it's like. In case you want to adjust the saturation or brightness, up to you. It doesn't really matter how long it is. But I like doing it like this so I can preview it in Unity. Then, gonna make sure hue shift is animated when locked. That way when we upload our avatar, it's gonna lock, it's gonna be animated. Pretty simple. That's pretty much it. You just slap in every hue shift you want from each material in here. And yeah. For the animation part, that's about it. It's that simple. For the making the toggle though, you go to your avatar here. You can either project, click parameters, or just double click it here. Click add, change whatever's here to, let's say, hue shift. Control C, just so you have it saved. You put this to a float. You can have this saved. That way, whenever you go into a different world, you stay with that color or not. That way, it resets to the base. Up to you. Then we go up to our animator. Again, if you don't have this, window, animation, animator. We're going to make a new parameter, a float. We can press Control V here and enter. Or you can just scroll the way down and double click, change the name. Layers. Plus. Move down. Hue shift. This one doesn't matter what the name is. I could just do whatever. The parameters always need to be the same name though. Weight set to 1, and we're going to just create state empty. And we are going to, over here, add our hue shift animation that we made. We're going to make it a motion time. We're going to click here, and here we're going to set this parameter to our hue shift. That's it. By the way, it's obviously recommended, at least to me. Depends. This is just customization. You want to keep everything in the same color, like the base color that you want. That way, it just changes. Up to you on what color you want. If it's not, and you would like the color to be like always on blue, 0.55, you just go to your inspector and click on your avatar, parameters, that's not parameters, parameters, and right here, this little number, this is the default, so you would set that to 0.55, so when you spawn in, or at least not when someone doesn't have you loaded, this is what they see. Because sometimes if someone doesn't have you loaded, it'll be put to the default, and if you're like, oh, but I prefer the blue, this is what you do. Okay, now to make the toggle, you just go to main menu here, project files, right here, or double click this, doesn't matter. Click this. You find wherever you want to put your thing. So, for example, hues. There's your little sub menu. I'm going to double click that. It's going to be this one. I'm going to make add control. Name it anything you want. Make it a radial puppet. And on the second one, not the first one, this one we're going to leave empty. On the second one, you shift float. Boom. And that should be done. If we open up our gesture manager. can see expressions. We got our hues and hair hue. As you can see, it's set to 50 automatically because we set the default. And then we have a little hue shift. Enjoy.